Hello everyone, in this video we shall learn about speed, velocity and acceleration. We usually see a signboard on the road reading 40 km per hour or 60 km per hour. What does this mean? Or in a game of cricket, we see usually the figure 142 km per hour or 135 km per hour after a bowler bowls. So, what are these? Yes, we are referring to a physical quantity called speed. We use this term very often in our day-to-day life, don't we? Let's understand what we actually mean when we use this term. The speed of a body gives us an idea of how slow or fast a body is moving. We define the speed of a body as the distance traveled by it per unit time. Thus, the speed of a body can be calculated by dividing the distance traveled by the time taken to travel this distance. So, the formula for speed can be written as speed equals distance traveled by time taken. For example, if a car travels a distance of 100 km in 5 hours, then the speed of this car is given by speed equals 100 km by 5 hour, which is equal to 20 km per hour. Look at the unit used. It is km per hour. We also have other units like centimeters per second, but the SI unit of speed is meters per second. Note that the speed of a running car at any instant of time is shown by an instrument called speedometer, which is fixed in the car. While traveling in a car or bus, you have noticed that it is very difficult to keep the speed of the car at a constant or uniform value because at many places brakes are to be applied to slow down or stop the car due to various reasons. Thus, speed of a body is usually not constant, and the distance traveled divided by time gives us the average speed during that interval. Therefore, the average speed of a body is the total distance traveled divided by the total time taken to cover this distance. If we say the average speed of a car is 20 km per hour, it does not mean that the car is moving at this speed all the time. When the road is straight, flat and free, the speed may be much more than 20 km per hour. But on bends, that is curved roads, hills or in crowded areas, the speed may fall well below the average value. We should remember that average speed equals total distance traveled by total time taken. Whenever we say speed, we mean average speed until and unless it is specified. Moreover, we use the term uniform speed, which means a body travels equal distances in equal intervals of time, no matter how small these time intervals may be. Thus, when a car is said to have uniform speed of say 60 km per hour, if it travels 30 km every half hour, 15 km in every 15 minutes, 1 km every minute, and 1 by 60 km every second. The speed of a body gives us an idea of how fast the body is moving, but it does not tell us the direction in which the body is moving. Thus, to know the exact position of a moving body, we should also know the direction in which the body is moving. In other words, we should know the speed of the body as well as the direction of the speed. This gives us another physical quantity known as velocity, which can be defined as the distance traveled by a body per unit time in a given direction. But we know that distance traveled in a given direction is known as displacement. Thus, we can define velocity of a body as the displacement produced per unit time. Mathematically, we can write velocity equals displacement by time. SI unit of velocity is the same as that of speed, namely meters per second. We also use other units like kilometer per hour or centimeter per hour. The basic difference between speed and velocity is that speed has only magnitude or size. It has no specific direction, but velocity has magnitude as well as direction. In fact, velocity of a body is its speed in a specified direction in a single straight line. Thus, speed is a scalar quantity because it has only magnitude, whereas velocity is a vector quantity because it has both magnitude as well as direction. For example, the expression 20 km per hour is the speed, but the expression 25 km per hour towards east is velocity. The direction of velocity is the same as the direction of displacement of the body. Now, if an object travels in a specified direction in a straight line and moves the same distance every second, we say that its velocity is uniform. Thus, a body has uniform velocity if it travels in a specified direction in a straight line and moves over equal distances in equal intervals of time, no matter how small these time intervals may be. But is speed always equal to velocity or never equal to velocity? Let's see. The magnitude of speed and velocity of a moving body is equal only if the body moves in a single straight line in a specific direction. If, however, a body does not move in a single straight line or changes direction, then the speed and velocity of the body are not equal. For example, let's say the car moves from position A to position B, which is 50 km away in 1 hour. Then its speed will be 50 km per hour and its velocity will be 50 km per hour towards east. Now, let's say the car does not stop there but moves back to position A from B in another 1 hour. So, what happened to the speed now? It will be total distance by total time taken, that is 50 plus 50 kilometers divided by 1 plus 1 hour, which is equal to 100 km divided by 2 hour, which is equal to 50 km per hour. But what about velocity? Yes, it will be 0. But think why. A small hint is that the car came back to its original position. Just think why. This is your homework. Thus, we see the average speed of a moving body can never be 0, but the average velocity of a moving body can be 0. Do we have a name to describe the change in velocity? Actually, we do have. We term it acceleration. Suppose a car starts off from rest, which means initial velocity is 0 and its velocity increases at a steady rate, so that after 5 seconds its velocity is 10 meters per second. Now, in 5 seconds, the velocity has increased by 10 minus 0 equal to 10 meters per second, and in 1 second the velocity increases by 10 divided by 5 equals 2 meters per second. In other words, the rate at which the velocity increases is 2 meters per second every second. The car is said to have an acceleration of 2 meters per second per second. Thus, acceleration of a body is defined as the rate of change of its velocity with time. That is, acceleration equals change in velocity by time taken for change. Now, the change in velocity is the difference between the final velocity and the initial velocity. That is, change in velocity equals final velocity minus initial velocity. Thus, acceleration equals final velocity minus initial velocity divided by time taken for change. The SI unit of acceleration is meters per second or meters per second square. The other units of acceleration which are also used are centimeter per second square or kilometer per hour square. Acceleration is a vector quantity as it is just the change in velocity, and velocity itself is a vector quantity. Also, keep in mind that when a body is moving with uniform velocity, the change in velocity will be 0 and thus acceleration will be 0. Now, we say a body has uniform acceleration if its velocity increases by equal amounts in equal intervals of time. In other words, a body has uniform acceleration if its velocity changes at a uniform rate. Acceleration takes place when the velocity of a body changes, and this change can either be positive or negative. That is, the velocity of a body may increase or decrease, and accordingly, the acceleration is of two types: positive acceleration and negative acceleration. If the velocity of a body increases, that is, final velocity is more than initial velocity, the acceleration is positive. And if the velocity of a body decreases, that is, final velocity is less than initial velocity, the acceleration is negative, which is also known as retardation or deceleration. Retardation is measured in the same way as acceleration and has the same units of meter per second square. Retardation is actually acceleration with the negative sign. Negative value of acceleration shows that the velocity of body is decreasing. Now, if the velocity of a body is always changing, but changing at a uniform rate, that is, acceleration is uniform, then the average velocity is given by the arithmetic mean of the initial velocity and final velocity for a given period of time. That is, average velocity equals initial velocity plus final velocity by 2. That's all from today's video. See you in the next class.